Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I am Reverend Tiffany White, Sage Woman. This show is brought to you by TruePsychicsNetwork.com. Please visit TruePsychicsNetwork.com and see all of the wonderful things that we have to offer for you. So many great, wonderful TV shows, radio shows. There's just so many things. Classes, workshops, upcoming events. See what TPM member is going to be available in your area. You never know, and you'll be able to come out and meet one of us, or more of us. And just be sure to check out so many things that True Psychics Network has to offer, including the magazine, the online magazine. Be sure to check that out. So, all right. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. Those of you who are just who's watching this live is able to participate in chat. Thank you so much. And there are, of course, those who watch this recorded. You don't have the option of chat, but that's okay. I just am grateful that you watch the show, whether it's live or recorded, and I'm sure that you will be able to catch a live show soon if you are watching this as recorded. So, all right. So, always do a little opening, a welcome, get the numerology of the day, the number of the day. Just give people a chance to come in and get settled. So, the number for the day, if we use today's complete date of February 11th, 2014, we add each number up of this complete date. And in numerology, we go down to one single digit between 1 and 9. That's the whole plan or focus on that. All right. So today's date then, February is the number 2. The 11th, actually 1 plus 1 is 2. 11 is a power number as well. So this is going to be immediately a high energy day. Just looking at double digits like 11, 22, 33, you know it's going to be high energy. All right. So 2 plus 2, and 2014 is the number 7 year. So 2 plus 2 plus 7 equals, look, 11. 11, another power day. And 1 plus 1 is 2. Again, hey, look at that. 2 is the number that carries with it very little energy. Allow the events to run naturally on its own. Today's not a good day for new undertakings, which it shouldn't be anyway because we're under Mercury retrograde. The only thing new that you should be at start is spiritual. Anything on your spiritual path, this is the time to work on that. Actual projects and signing contracts, no, you don't want to do that during a Mercury retrograde. Okay. So, I mean, and if possible, take some time off and just relax and focus on your personal life. So that is the energies that's available for, it's favorable, I should say, for today. So, wow. I apologize, I'm a little scattered. I'm still grounding myself a little bit here. A lot of things have happened for us, for me and for my family, just since Friday. And that is bringing new furry babies into the home. So we'll go over this a little bit more too. But talking about the numerology, Jane Alton's numerology can be found the Daily Post in True Psychics Network's magazine. And so it was just posted before showtime. So please go and check it out and see what she says. I love it because she sits in channels. This is and then using the numbers. I'm not sure for formula, and that's okay. Even if I did, I wouldn't reveal it because that's her thing. But go and check out and read it. It's for everyone, and it's right on. This is something that can apply to everyone. It's very, very beautiful. So go and check that out. In the magazine, it's Jane Alton's Daily Numerology. She is the UK's #1 numerologist. So we are very honored to have her a part of the True Psychics Network magazine. All right. So, and be sure while you're there checking out the website on TruePsychicsNetwork.com, check out the horoscopes. They are done this week, and I did them this week. Yay! No, should say I didn't. But anyway, I was guided to use, sometimes I'll just channel messages, sometimes I'll use specific tools. But I have this beautiful, beautiful deck that someone very special to me gave me. It's Isis Oracle. And I don't even have to use this because Isis comes around a lot with me. But it's a very beautiful deck, Isis Oracle. I love it. Isis comes to me a lot, especially with healing. And during healing sessions, I'll feel her step in. And so it's honored to share that with you this week. All right. So this week's discussion and topic is pet communication. Yeah, I thought it would be great to discuss this and go over, just especially to what, like I said, been going through personal experiences, new babies we brought home, and our experiences as the inspiration is for today's show. Just looking to see where Puppy is. So running around the house, and if he runs by here, I'll grab him and show him. Ty, come here, baby. Come here, Ty. Let's see if he'll come up to me in the chair. Come here, Ty. Come here. Oh, he's tired. But Mama will come. We have, for those of you who've watched the show, you know that we have a 13-year-old Border Collie English Channel mix. Her name is Foxy. And we had a dog last fall. His name was Apollo. We had him for 6 years, and he crossed over. That was a very emotional time for us. And I'm sure every one of you who have furry babies can relate to that. This is Mama here. She's really big. I can't really, I don't know if I can get her to jump up. Come here, Gracie. You want to jump up? Can you jump up? Come here. Come on. No, she doesn't want to jump up, but can you jump up? Oh, here's Ty. I got the baby now. Here he is. Here's little Ty. Here's the baby boy. Isn't he cute? Ty. T-Y, thank you. Thank you is a gift, right? Ty and his mama Gracie. And Gracie is only 18 months old. She was a young mama. So, oh, he's so cute, isn't he? These dogs are called, they look like white pit bulls, but they actually, hi Foxy, I know. My other dog's jealous. They're actually called Dogos Argentino. Very, very unusual breed. I didn't even know about them until, I just thought that they were mixed bull pits. And that would, let me try that again. Pit bull mix. Aw. But no, in doing the research and finding out, Dogo, I think there's too many G's. There's one too many G's. You got it right, Crab, in the chat here. It's D-O-G-O. Yeah, right. That's it. Dogo Argentino. Yeah. So if you Google them and see the pictures of them, they're very, very beautiful dogs. And that's what Gracie looks like, the mother. But she has black spots. So she's very, very, on her ears, she's very, very beautiful. They're not just all white. Like Tyson, when I held him up, he is getting spots on his ears, and so is his sister, who is with a friend of mine. She's the one who fostered them. And she was keeping the girl Lily, and I would take the sign, and Mama, because Mama needs a little bit more work. Can you imagine all the emotional distress that she was under? And was able to actually have a great conversation with her and find out a little bit more. More and more people are rescuing dogs, right? They're rescuing, and not just dogs, cats. More and more people are rescuing their animals. I should just say animals, because it's so much more. There's people who have horses, who have different types of pets. I hope none of the exotic illegal kind. Nothing illegal, but there's so many different pets that we have. So I'm just going to say animals, all right, for the rest of the show. But before we get into today's discussion, I'd like to go over the crystal and power animal for the week. All right? So, the crystal for this week is sodalite. Now what I find very beautiful, and I'm sure you will too if I didn't even say anything, is that the crystal message and animal message really support this week's horoscopes, and maybe even the discussion, of course, today. But I kind of chuckle. Sodalite. Sodalite, many say, can be found traced back to, guess who? Isis, right? So very strong properties. It's a stone of harmony. It stimulates the connection of the mind and the body. Stimulates that connection. No! Oh, hold on a minute. Sorry. No. I apologize. You got the catch live. He's chewing on a plant. He knows better. I'm going to have to hold him. No. Come on, Mama. You're supposed to watch out. Come on. Little Gracie, move. They're fast. Little stinkers. No, you stay right there. I love it. But I don't have any poisonous plants, so it's okay. But dude, that's cute. Caught that live. Tie in action. He's still got dirt hanging from his mouth. Anyway, yes. Thank you, Chip. Sodalite is also the artist's rock. Very grounding and conductive to weight loss. So it's very, very good. Let me just make sure he's not right back at it. Nope. Come here. No, Gracie. No. No, Gracie. No tie. All right, I'm just going to hold this little booger here because he's just, they're like little babies, isn't it? That was so funny, was that, wow, they're toddlers. You have to watch them. Now, I knew now he's trying to eat my necklace. They're adorable. I love it. It's given me like new life. It really has, or a new purpose, or kind of like I said, fills a void. Not that they would ever replace Apollo, but it just helps because we always have so much love to share, and sometimes if we stay in our grief too long, right, we create more of a hole. So allowing to bring in more animals to love, and two, we were just going to bring in one. They were like, well, we need to bring in two. And because Foxy was older and maybe didn't want to play, right? So, little stinker, little plant killer. He hasn't killed him, but he will try to chew on him. So, all right, so now that I've got him so I can stay focused on the show, I wasn't going to cancel just because we brought them in the home Friday. So this is why this is all still that whole newness, establishing ground rules. Oh, I know. And just learning to get used to each other, because it's not just, us with them. It's with them with us, and also with the home environment and any other animals that you have in the home too, you're bringing in. All right, so let me not get sidetracked. Yes, the crystal sodalite, thank you for the week. Now the power animal is cobra. Ooh, that's a really powerful soul guide. Cobra is a freedom from religious persecution, it's a transmutation of the soul, past life memories. If you want to really access deeply into some past life memories, would be to, if you would like to concentrate on the symbol of the cobra, and that, if that scares you, you have to sit with that too and try to get past, why does this symbol scare me? Is it something that is learned, or is it something truly that I have a memory of in a past life? So, but cobra, absolutely Egyptian, Isis again, right? So there you go. It's all very healing. And wisdom of the goddess, we know that, right? And it, like I said, it does complement the weekly horoscopes. They're kind of spooky. Wrong. Oh, you know what? Not that kind of cobra. You're so funny. I have a comedian in the chat room. Cobra made by Ford. Wait. Wrong cobra. Talking about the snake version. They're actually very, very, very beautiful, very mystical. And when you watch them move and the way that they are, I think we can say that though with really all beings, how beautiful they are. So, you see the spirit all around now? Huh? You see the angels and you see spirit? Yeah, don't try to wink at me. I know you're so darn cute. He's so darn cute. Who can be mad at puppies and little kids? And but yeah, it keeps me on my toes. I'm always running around a little bit more. They're making me take more breaks, which is fine. We're taking more WALKS's, and no, anyone who has animals know they can certain words or triggers, so. But my older dog Foxy asked why she could spell now. She knows. You start spelling and she's like, oh yeah, I know what that is. I know. Yes. So, anyway. Yeah, a living perma-smile, right? Yes. Him and his mama both, and I wish I could show you. I have pictures. I do have pictures posted on Facebook. If you've learned to friend me on Facebook, you can see the pictures that I've posted of Gracie, Mama Gracie, and of Tyson, or Ty, I should say, of Ty's face, where you can see his face a little better. His name from the foster mom was Tyson, and we just shortened it to Ty. My son's still not as much as they used to when they were younger. They had a huge, the TY collection. And so it was like, oh, look, our very live TY. And just, like I said, a thank you from the universe. Thank you. Our gift. Both of them. So, pet communication. It really isn't as hard as it may seem to be to communicate with pets and animals. It's kind of the same, but it's not. Like when you talk with spirit communication. I think with our loved ones, it's a little different because we recognize their vibration and maybe some mannerisms. And even if we don't, then that we learn that way. So pet communication is a little different, but yet the same. Here is a good analogy that was given, that the guides had, it was like, hey, let's use this analogy to help people to understand where they need to tap into to be able to communicate. Yeah. All right. So the analogy that was given, it is summertime, and you and a friend are laying on the ground watching clouds go by. At first, using your eyesight and the memory of objects, right? You start pointing to the clouds and saying, hey, this one reminds me of this, or this one looks like this, and this, and this, and this. Again, we know what something looks like because of the data bank in our memory and in our mind, right? So we're using our eyes and our mind at first, laying down, oh, this one looks like this looks like that. Yay! Well, after a while of doing this, you probably get so relaxed and your eyes are half closed, right? Your focus starts to shift to imagination. But really what's happening is you start to view the clouds from your third eye. That is most definitely connected to the Sacred Heart Center and also to the source of the all-knowing. Suddenly you are commanding the clouds to form different shapes. Yes, some of us do this without even being aware of what we're doing. And some absolutely know what we're doing and have fun with it. And go, okay, how about this now? I want this shape, or I want this. And I said command because this is love responding to love. And it's the way to communicate with all beings. What is it? What? Oh, yeah. Oh, Ty wants to play with Foxy. She's still our dog, the one that we had, who was previously in the home, I should say, who was the queen. he wants to play with her so bad, and he'll make these little noises, and he'll go try to play with her. She is warming up, slowly. This is day 4, so she's starting to warm up, and she'll let him come up and sniff her. But I'm sure that give her a little bit of time. It took her really about a week or 7 days to get used to Apollo when we first brought Apollo in. So she's just very picky and just set in her ways, and so we just give her slowly. Exactly. You can't be forceful, and that's something that is very important to understand with pet communication. Animal communication is don't force anything, and that really should be with anything that we do spiritually. No forcing. I know we may want so bad to learn how to communicate with other beings, but don't force it. Just allow it to happen. All right? And so when we have to be respectful of the process, we really do. All right? And so I think that's just a great thing to remember. You want to go to sleep? Yeah. Aww. Okay, sorry. He's just so darn cute. Oh, I see we have more people coming. Oh, hi. Hello, Chatterbox. Let me turn Ty around so you can see his adorable little face. You want to look in the camera, Ty? Can you look in the camera? Oh, yes. So, I think it makes me want to go to sleep. I'm sitting here caressing him, and he's getting tired. He's like, oh. For those of you just joining, thank you and welcome. And I had to put him in my lap because he was chewing on one of the plants behind me. So, 2 other dogs in the house. You think you'd want to play with something on all the toys? No. I know. But you make the fairies upset when you want to go chew on their home. Yeah. So. Anyway, so all right, so it's not hard, like I said, to communicate with pets and with animals. Just make sure that you allow the process to slowly happen. There we go. Okay, he's off now with his mom. Gonna go find his mama. There he goes. Okay. So, woo! Lots of fun. So telepathy. Telepathy is a very important part of communicating, but it's not just with words. It's with pictures, it's with images, all right? And so it's using pictures and images simultaneously when we say words verbally to help match. They do see intention, so they know what your intention is. I think I talked about this in a previous show about just as soon as you think something, that's an intention. Really, it is. This is why we have to be very careful with our thoughts. All right. So if the intention is to throw the ball to the right, and I'm thinking this, they already got it. Oh, she's going to throw the ball this direction. This is why they seem to know, like before we actually do it, some people think, how do they do that? How do they know? They're reading the energy. They're reading the intention. All right. And so we're going to use that same type of, he's got a toy now. Sorry. We're going to use that same type of process to communicate with them. So like with him chewing on the plant and me saying, oh, no, don't you chew on that plant again. First, no, he's learning very quickly as I'm gently pushing him away. No, this is off limits. All right? And again, it's going to take patience. They're like little toddlers. How many times did you have to say no to your children? Are you still saying no to your children? It doesn't matter what age, right? So, just be prepared to say no. It never really is. Who are we fooling? It doesn't. You're right. Those in chat. It doesn't. It never. No, it doesn't. But it does get easier because it calms down. You're not saying no as much, right? All right, now, our pets will actually try to communicate with us and give us signs. When they act out, they're trying to tell us something's wrong, something's not right, and they want you to listen to them. Okay? Are you listening? Is there a reason why, let's say, your cat won't use the litter box? Is there a reason why your dog wants to shred everything? More and more cases, I think they finally, probably because of pet communicators, realize that when some animals shred items when you're not home, it's due to separation anxiety. And more animals are having that, especially if you have rescued them and they have had a traumatic time in their life, whether it's the beginning of their life or just a traumatic life. They're going to need more attention. They're going to, of course, because of the trauma that they had experienced, fear. Is this going to happen again? All right. Oh, cats absolutely do care about what you think. They just want to make sure, though, that your thought processes is on them first. So if not, then they just was like, oh, no, he didn't. What's he thinking about? Or what's she thinking about? Well, I'll show them. You see? Yeah. You got to keep cats in first. And also, too, though, this is very helpful, so many things. The communication. So you'll know maybe the social or their behavioral patterns, what's going on. They're trying to let you know. You can also know when something is upsetting them health-wise. All right? I've heard some people say, oh, I wish my dogs or pets could talk to me. Well, they do talk to you. They just don't open their mouth and speak like we do. So it's not a Disney movie. We actually really have to not humanize any other being that's not a human being. All right, and learn how to communicate with all beings. Now, if you know how to communicate with nature, this is very easy for you. Some have always been able to know how to communicate with animals and with nature because it's kind of on that same frequency. It's on that same frequency. It's not kind of, it is. Because animals have to be in sync, in harmony with the land when they used to live off the land. But they still have all that instincts. They have all of that, even if they are domesticated. Okay? So they still have these strong instincts and this strong connection. All right? And so this is how we can communicate with them as well, using these type of connections. All right. The same way that you. All right. How about, let me use this as an example too. Like this morning, I was sitting by the window, looking out the window, and watching the birds at the bird feeder. There's a little bird that came by the window and sat on the post. And birds are very fragile and sensitive to energy. And I did an experiment of not saying anything, but of just being very calm. And the bird was calm. As soon as I energetically put myself into like anxiety or spinning up, oh my gosh, I got to do this, oh my gosh, oh, started spinning my energy up, the bird felt that, turned around and looks in my direction, and then flew away. So it's in that calmness that we're calm, we're connected, and we can communicate. So we do have to be calm in this process. The hardest from what people have communicated with me and why they end up contacting me to communicate with their pets is when the pets are sick. Because, come on, let's face it, and I completely understand. If your pet or if your child, it's a loved one is sick, you're trying to stay calm, but you're not as calm as you should be. So you should reach out Let me see what he's chewing on. I hear chewing. Ty, what are you doing, buddy? Get a toy. Okay, just making sure. Right, you get too emotional, and so then you're just like, no, I can't focus in correctly. So I'm going to have some help with this, and that's beautiful. Really, don't be upset. We're all supposed to be here for one another and to help each other. Okay. And so, right, that's why you're not supposed to read your own tarot cards too. Well, no. And yes, I find you have to be careful. When you ask questions for yourself, actually you can get answers. That is something I have always heard, or I had somebody teach me, try to tell me that you will never get answers for yourself. And I was like, that's incorrect, because then explain knowing. You can't say that we have the gift of knowing, then if you're going to turn around and take the power away from that. That's not true. You can't. You just need to be calm. As a matter of fact, to make sure that I'm listening clearly, I will use tarot for myself. I love tarot and the pendulum. But the thing is not to be addicted with it. The thing is to ask once, maybe a clarification, and leave it alone. Do not ask more than 3 times, because absolutely your guides will stop and turn their back. And you may think that's kind of cruel. They're all loving. How can they do that? Do you like being asked the same thing over and over again? And you're proving that you're not listening and taking advice. You're just you're not putting anything into action. You're just asking the same thing over and over. Then Spirit will wait until you're ready to put something into action. Well, it's the same thing in talking with Spirit and talking with pets and animals. All right, if we keep asking them for the same thing, but we're not listening to their needs, they kind of shut down, or their behavior can get worse. All right, so and another thing too is that animals Ty, that is not your toy. All right, it's fine. He's just chewing on the basket now that his toys are in its basket. It's fine. He's teething. He wants to chew everything. I know, so adorable. All right, just have at it for a little bit. He'll get bored and move on. Yeah, see, look, he's done. Okay, I'm done. Mom didn't yell at me, so it's okay. So I gotta walk away from it. If I get yelled at, then it must be fun. I have to keep trying. Isn't that what we used to think, right? Why are you telling me no? Is it because it's really fun? Anyway, animals are mirrors to us, right? They really are when you stop and think about this. They mirror what's going on with us, mind, body, and soul. So, here's some great questions for those of you who have pets. Ask this, can you answer these questions? Why is your animal animals in your life? Oh, that's Mama Gracie barking. Very nice. My sons are home from work, so I'll stop for just one moment and I'll go back to these questions because Gracie's going to be loud until they get through the door. So, okay, I hear them now. But Helen, now everybody gets to hear Gracie bark. So that's a Gracie bark. Mama Gracie. All right, so I'll go over these questions again. Why is your animal or animals in your life? What is your animal or animals teaching you? Are they teaching you something? What are they teaching you? So, why is your animal in your life? And you may say, well, I rescued them. Who rescued who? Really? Who rescued who? We've always had rescue animals, except for I think the very first pet I owned when I was in my 20s. I actually went to a pet store and bought one. And that was the last time. Ever since then, it's been rescue animals, or they come to us. People, hey, we think that this dog will be a good fit here. Yeah, so it's very beautiful how it all works out. But ask who rescued who. People will tell you that their rescue animal rescued them. Absolutely. Okay? It may help them or help their family, and they really do. So I think the thing that can be frustrating with animals, the same like with little kids, because of them not being able to, you feel that you can't communicate, you don't know what your kid or animal wants, and why are they acting out, and why are they doing this. Well, it's that same type of intuition that we're tapping into, called mother's intuition, all right, or that whole mothering caretaker type of thing, all right, that type of focus. Yes, I'm reading some of the messages in chat, and absolutely, my dog saved my life. I agree. Time and time again, each dog that has come into my life has personally made an impact on me and the family, and differently too. It's going to affect differently. Just as each family member, you have a different relationship with each family member, it's going to be the same thing like with your pets too. All right. I think it's beautiful to allow your animals to help you love yourself as they do, unconditionally. That's all they know how to love, is unconditionally. They love each other, we love ourselves, and this is what they're teaching us, to love ourselves unconditionally. That same thing. And they're just so beautiful. And even though they are these beautiful creatures of unconditional love, that doesn't mean that they should be abused and can rebound very easily from abuse. All right? Most of them do. I mean, a lot of them do. It's beautiful when you hear a lot of the stories from rescue animals, and you're like, wow, such a strong will to live. And they're the most lovable animals ever. Just so sweet. I think it takes more courage and more strength to be gentle and loving than it is to act out and be vicious and violent. All right, because it really is. It takes command. You have to take command of yourself, not control now, but command over what's going on within and without you. Within and without, right? As within, so without, as without. So within, as above, so below, as below, so above. We have to be careful. We are responsible for what's going on within us and around us in our aura and our energy center. And then, hey, let's include the home. So we absolutely must have that type of responsibility. So the pet communication is just to take some time, and I'll just go over some of the process with you. Now, I know it's different for each person in communicating, because it is even like different psychics and mediums and the way that they communicate. So I will just go over some of the experiences that I had this weekend in bringing Gracie and Ty home. So we didn't know too much history about Mama Gracie. And she originally, we were told, I think three puppies were with her when they rescued her from a South Carolina shelter and brought her up through New Jersey. One puppy went to New Jersey, and then the other two, and Mama came to Connecticut. My dear friend Brenda, who wanted to foster them immediately to keep the family together. And this is what we wanted to do, was to keep them all together. And some people may say, but they're animals. Let me tell you something. There are enough videos on YouTube now to show that pets grieve. Not just pets, all animals. There's one with an elephant, that a baby was taken away from an elephant. and then reunited, and the joy. Please don't ever think that human or mankind is the most smartest, being. Wrong. No. That's not true. So, just one moment. Brian, you going to try to take him for a walk? You have to come and pick Ty up.
No, I know.
Okay. Sorry. Ty doesn't like the steps, so we have to pick him up and try to get him out. So. So it's really cute because he's kind of still scared. So anyway, back to that story. We really didn't know too much history about Gracie, but you could see her story in her eyes. You could see that pain. You could see just the, sigh of relief. Finally, she is safe. So, we did this a slow process. I would go and visit first, because at first like I said, we were going to take 2 puppies. We were going to take the brother and sister. And then more we realized that, what would be a better fit for us would be Mama Gracie and the boy, the son, and Lily, the daughter, would stay with my friend Brenda because she has 2 dogs too. And we were letting the process, honoring the process, okay? Because the female puppy got along better with her other 2 dogs. So it's kind of, well, I wanted this. We initially wanted 2 puppies. I didn't want this. You know what I mean? So we have to put our ego aside, or put what we think we want aside, and say, no, wait a minute. Let this work out the way that it's going to work out. And that's what we do. It's just surrender and say, you know what? It's going to work out the best way. And trust. And so Brenda had asked, you sit with the guides. It's like, yes, I asked the guides what the best, course of plan is. Not just for her and I, but for them. For the animals. What's best for them? And what's going to be more harmonious, or create a harmonious family life. And so that's why it was different than originally planned. And you know what? We're absolutely happy with the outcome and with the process. And realize now that it is working out so much better this way. And so very grateful for that. So it's able to have some time with Gracie, some one-on-one, some healing sessions. And being able to sit there and communicate with her. Have that one-on-one conversation. And for me, all right, I don't go in through the psychic medium how do I say, path or road. That's not my intention of going in from there. Now, sure, I can communicate with spirit, and the knowing has always been strong with me. But you want to know what angle I go in at, always have, because the healer angle is so strong with me. I go in on the healing aspect because everything is healing, right? For me, everything should be healing. So we're going in from the healing aspect. So I was giving Gracie a healing session and was like, just when you're ready to tell me what happened and share with me, you will. And so it was during this healing session and that she communicated. And I have to tell you, she's had several. So it wasn't the first or second healing session. It was actually a healing session that she started. What do I mean by that? Have you ever been around healers and those who know what I'm talking about, those who actually practice any type of energy healing, all right, you can be around someone and someone pulls the healing from you because they need it. They know that you are a beacon and they go to you and they receive the healing, all right? So they do that. Well, it was actually, we allowed Gracie and Puppy to sleep in the bed with us. And so she got right up beside me, Gracie did, and laid down, kind of like how Apollo used to lay. It was really sweet. Apollo was a big baby. And I immediately felt her pull. I need a healing. And I could feel my palms, my hands warm up. I could feel my whole body warm up. And I'm like, oh, you need this right now? That's fine. I won't go to sleep yet. Let's just do this. And so then it was giving her a healing session. And it was during that healing session she was releasing and she was sharing her story with me through pictures. All right. And so I was asking, I know you're young. She's 18 months old. Think about the whole pregnancy process and everything. And it was just like, did you have a family? She was always kept outside, with access to, it's either like a shack or a garage, something that was beat up and broken down. Not really kept up nice is what I mean. Something that did provide her shelter for rain, but nothing that was, significant. So someone who was always tied up, and then the pregnancy, of course, she ended up getting pregnant. I think that's what upset the family. She got loose, or they let her loose. That's kind of, there's still a little fuzzy spots. You maybe need some questions about it. Have some questions about it, but they're not significant at this point. Those types of questions, and I know they'll come in time. So, but the man, there's a male owner, a female. The male was very loud with his voice. There was either a teenage boy or some young twin. There was a teenage boy, I do believe, but it was mean. Would take sticks and hit her with sticks. She has this tremendous fear of sticks, big sticks, being hit. It's horrible. I know. Let me just give me a moment. Yeah. Whew. And see, she just, I guess, decided to tell us all of this because what do my guys play? Hockey. And we noticed her they took their hockey sticks to go and they were loading up the car and she freaked out just looking at the hockey sticks. And they're like, what's going on? I was like, well, no, wait, uh-oh. I'm like, a stick? So that's why later on, that's why she was like, I'm going to explain to you why I reacted this way. And so, and if you move too fast, she jumps. And I noticed too, now, a house full of guys, it's a loud house sometimes. If it gets too noisy, it makes her a little, kind of jumpy. So anyway, so she did have abusive. She was on the run when she was pregnant. She was on the run, on the road, eating out of dumpsters, trying to find food wherever she could. It was not an easy life for her. All right, when she did give birth, and she showed me 5 babies she had. Still not a big litter, but for the first one in a stressful life that she had, come on, 2 died immediately. So she had 3. And that's what I do believe someone had found her, rescued her, and took her to the shelter. But it was a high kill shelter. So and that's when the rescue agency, and there's so many great rescue agencies out there. This one particular one that working with is Second Chance Rescue out of New York City. They go all over, if they to these high kill shelters, and these are volunteers, people who will drive, people who's in the area, Can you drive down and go get these dogs? Beautiful, big-hearted people. All right, let's go. And there's a lot, like I said, a lot of these rescue agencies are nonprofit. So they just want the needs of the pets to be taken care of. And the money does go for like gas and food and care and vets up until they're adopted. So you're looking for something to donate to, find an animal rescue agency that is active in making sure that there's, just watch them for a little bit. Everyone should do the research and see if it feels right, and then do that. So, and all of this whole healing session is when she told her story to me, and it was a very beautiful bond. And so I had to take the dogs to the vet yesterday to get the puppies had to get their second shot, so Gracie had to get another shot. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, they got to see their sister yesterday. Well, he got to see his sister. She got to see her daughter, and so it was a really nice little reunion. But my friend Brenda noticed. She goes, "I noticed a change in Gracie," and she goes, "And she's really bonded with you." She goes, "It's really beautiful," and that is from a healing session. You notice the change in people. Well, you'd hope so anyway, right? And that it does create a beautiful bond. There's a bond with each and every one of you. All of us have this beautiful bond when we are sitting in circle together, sacred circle, when we are communicating this way. And there is a healing going on even now. All right? Of course there's a beautiful bond. That was just really nice validation. Just to that, yeah, we've done some work and there's progress and we know there's more to do for all of us. It's not just we're helping to heal Gracie. Gracie's helping us as well. Ty's sitting here at my feet. He's at the desk. Metal handles, and he's chewing on the metal handles. I love him. So refreshing. It's like, you know what? As long as they're safe, so I know, right? Tell my sons, just shut the door to your room because they have like electronic haven, with all the wires. So I try to make sure they don't go in there. It's like, you want to come spend time with the puppies? Come downstairs. So, and then yes, so do call Mama Gracie a puppy because she is. She's now getting the chance to have that puppy life she missed out on, and she does act like that. She is starting to let's play, let's do this, let's do that. Before it was kind of like the nervous mama, right? Taking care of her puppies. And now she can actually enjoy life for herself now. And so I think that's beautiful. Oh, you are just that quick. Come here. Sorry. Got him. I know, right? Why does Chew Toy say Xbox? Yeah, no. So no. Mm-hmm. Aww. So cute. Anyway. So it is, so I find that during the healing session a lot of messages come in. You can just sit there and communicate with them as well. But again, don't try so hard and don't force it and just let it come. Now, and it's just like with people. Some people communicate telepathically very easy and others do not. And it's the same with animals. Some you can, here's Mama. Some you can communicate with very easy. I've met some people's pets who, they just come up and start talking to you. Hi, whether they're like really nervous or they're just, can you please tell her this? She's not listening to me. And it's really cute. So some come in really loud and clear and you're just like laughing, but enjoying it as well, that we're able to get that message across. So, So, and the thing is that as you build this beautiful bond with your animal, you do know, I always say like this, It's not just mommy instinct, it's a parent instinct, right? You just know what's going on with your animal. You know what they need. You really do. And then sometimes it's that validation. Now, another part is, like I had mentioned vet earlier and just kind of like, because it wasn't my vet that we went to. And I found that as I expressed what I knew, the veterinarian got really a little upset. But you know what? I'm used to that. I'm used to that reaction. I really am. I'm used to that type of reaction from doctors. From any time I say I want to do a holistic approach, I'm sorry, this is a message to everyone, conventional medicine, including vets. You need to sit down and listen to what we're saying. We're not taking command orders. We're not taking orders from you. This should be a partnership. And you have to listen. And when we want a holistic way, you better have a holistic way. Because when it first started, you worked with the earth and the herbs. And you took an oath to harm none. Right? So don't act like you're doing us a favor. You really need to pay attention. We're coming back to that natural thing. We're coming back to that type of thing. I don't want you to shove pharmaceuticals down mine, my family's, and even my pets. And that is a big thing you're going to see in vet care, is that whole pharmaceuticals. Oh, we have all these samples. I bet you do. I bet you do have these samples. Yeah, sure. Big business, right? But let's look at the natural approach to do this. And my vet works really good. They know. I go in. I'm a holistic practitioner, and I want you to listen to what I'm saying. I'm a holistic practitioner, which means that I look for holistic approaches, not just with my families, everyone in my family, including my animals. All right? So we're going to work together, or we're not going to. And there's plenty of other vets. And now, really, thank goodness for the internet, we really get to learn more too. There is a lot of holistic vets if you just Google that. There's a great information out there. There's people sharing their own stories on blogs that's being shared. We are really helping one another empower each other with this knowledge. All right? And it's not something that we have forgotten. Or, yeah, it is something actually we have forgotten. Because we got so conveniently lazy, so to speak, and stopped living off the land. And we have to do that. We have to reconnect and have harmony with the land again. Not just for us, but like I said, for the care for the pets and everything. For the animals around us. Because there was a time when we all did live like that, and we're getting back to that. So, absolutely, I'm all for holistic care. Treat yourself and your animals at home. All right. Now, I'm not saying I'm totally against. There's times when you do need the conventional. That's great. You go do it. But empower yourself with this knowledge that you do have. And when something doesn't feel right, speak up. Even if you're not sure, you don't have any more information. I don't know what you're getting, what this medication is, or the shot, or whatever that you want to give my animal, but it doesn't feel right. Can we just hold off and let me do some research, or let me figure out why I'm feeling this way, and I'll get back with you? You have a voice. You can say no. All right, and I'll get back with you. Yeah. I mean, as long as it's not a life-threatening situation, you really, you got to make a decision very quickly. So, but yeah. So that's definitely more and more people you can communicate. There's some great classes out there too on pet communication. I do offer the online courses in developing your psychic, medium, and healer, because to me it's all the same thing. You're developing that type of it's all that divine healing source. It's the same place. All different paths. People take many different paths on getting to that same divine source. All right? So I'd be happy to work with you. If you'd like to have some assistance, just contact me. My website is whitesagewoman.com. Of course, you can find me on truepsychicsnetwork.com. And so it is easy to communicate with your animals as it is with your children, the rest of your family. We've just become so high stress as a society lately, right? That we don't want to communicate with anyone. Well, we have to. We have to take that time to be calm and to connect with each other and connect with ourselves within. And remember that the animals teach us that unconditional love. All right? So love yourself as well. Oh, he fell asleep. So, right. We're all connected. The birds, the clouds, the elementals, the angels. We are all connected. And there's so many beautiful messages out there for us. So thank you so much. The time has just flown by so fast. Oh, cute face. Puppy face. Little puppy smells and the puppy breath. So, all right. Thank you so much. Yeah, and go snuggle. Yes, Gracie does snuggle with me like this. It's just she's so big. I can't get in my lap right now. But if I were to go sit on the couch, she's right there beside me. And then at nighttime, she cuddles up. And for the first part of the night, till about 3 or 4 o'clock, she's like right by my side and I'm holding her. And then I think we both get so hot. Then she moves to my feet and Ty moves up and takes her spot. And he moves up really close. So it's definitely really beautiful. Know that we still work in our sleep. So we're still giving healing sessions to each other, right? So it's really beautiful. All right. Well, thank you so much. Foxy, let me just answer another question here in chat. Foxy sleeps under the bed. Foxy is not a cuddly dog, and she never has been. She was definitely a rescue as well. But yeah, she just has never been a really cuddly type of dog. Okay, love on me for 5 minutes. Now I'm done. Thank you. We put her on the couch with us. She'll sit there 5 minutes, look at us, I'm done, get down, go to her bed. Yeah, so that's okay. We have to honor that, right? And so it's cool. It's all right. I know who she mirrors in the house, so it's like, got to be respectful with that. Some people just aren't cuddly. That's fine. All right. So thank you all so much. And again, if you came in late, animals, how do they mirror you? And if there is something health-wise going on with you, be careful that you're not giving it to your pet. Because they love you so much unconditionally, they will try to take it. So, as you are healing yourself, tell your pet, release. Release anything that you have absorbed from me, from the family, from the energy in the home. All right? So don't forget them. All right. Now you tell me. No. No, we've been working with that. You know, Gizmo. We've been telling Gizmo not to. And again, this is to someone in chat, Lisa. Telling Gizmo not to hold on to things and let go. Gizmo's done real well with releasing. All right? But we can help by taking care of ourselves so that we're not overloading these beautiful bundles of unconditional love. All right. Thank you so much again. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you next week. Same time, Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, Lisa, you have to come and see your nephew and your niece. Go see Auntie Lisa. All right. Thank you all so very much. Love and light to each and every one of you. Many blessings.